I don't feel like farting around with music today. So, all right. So, I should just be able to hit start slideshow.
That's all it should take.
It's working, right?
There you go. Yeah. Yep. It's working fine.
Yes. Now, if I open this back up entirely, is it still working?
It's still working right now. I can see it fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. All right, you guys. Hey, this is the podcast, so we're able to fart around a little bit more than we usually do. Guys, broadcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Green Legion Radio's Right on Cue podcast, sponsored by our friends at Bud Light Seltzer, Michelob Ultra, Stateside Vodka, Stateside Bourbon, Diaz, and Stateside Surfside. Now available at every home tailgate, at 1100 Social, at Xfinity Live, Dave Bavuso State Farm Agency, Greater Philadelphia Health Action, Bucks County Baseball Company, Premier Window Cleaning, We Hate Dirty Windows.com, the Ludlam Bar and Grill, formerly La Costa in Sea Isle City, Cheerleaders Gentlemen's Club. They sponsor the whole show all the time, every time. So our biggest sponsor and the one you guys need to patronize the most, please, is our friends at Cheerleaders. Echelon Health and Fitness, located in both Audubon and Voorhees, New Jersey. E&J Mobile Cigar Lounge, and, of course, John Marcini Estate and Wealth Council in Media, Pennsylvania. You guys, welcome to the SS Minnow. Just so you know, this is the show where we can cuss, and, we might plan on doing it. I love all this activity we've had in the room as of late. Pretty damn cool, right? Unhappy?
Yeah. No, it's been pretty kick-ass, man. We got up to, I think we were at 206 when I logged off on Friday.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, I was still at 210 or 220, so you lose. But yeah, all excellent around here. You can hear me okay?
I can hear you fine, brother.
All right, good.
Yep.
You guys, what you're looking at in the room right now, a 3-hour tour, my ass, Russ Taylor, attaboy. What you're looking at is one of the most epic, if not, well, no, it is the most epic fishing trip that I've been lucky to be on. We are broadcasting live from Pacific Fins Lodge and Resort in Guatemala, the Ixtapa town. It's where the port is. It is the port town on the coast, and these guys just know how to do it. We've been to a couple other lodges over the years, and this one, we're not going to give up on this one at all. And what you're seeing in that slideshow is everything that we did and caught over the course of the last 3 days, just to make it fun, and so everybody knows. 24 sailfish, 11 mahi, and today, on his first blue marlin out of his ass, Rexalicious. Yeah, Rexy pulled a 250-pound blue marlin, a nice big male. One blue marlin, and you can't be, if you have any interest in fishing whatsoever. All right, I'll get that up there now. If you have any interest in fishing at all, this is the place to go. It's easy to get to, and when I say that, I mean you're not gonna be flying into Guatemala City out of Philadelphia or the South Jersey area, but you're pumping through Fort Lauderdale if you want to use Spirit to get there, or American. And I think who else goes nonstop from Miami? Copa always does. Copa is an excellent airline. They're a Panama-based airline. I think they come out of Miami for that. It's awesome. It's a 2.5 hour drive. Look, there's Kim. There's Kim pulling in a sale right there. My man.
So you guys 100% catch and release? Or
Oh no. The mahi are used to feed the village and the resort.
cool. Very
And,
cool.
yeah, I mean, but tuna and mahi are the only fish that don't get put back in.
Gotcha.
And I'm quite fine with that. We're talking about meat fish. We're talking about fish that can help feed. We're in Guatemala. Let's not beat around the bush. It's a poor country. It is just a poor country, and we can pull in a few fish, and we're not taking it the fuck home. You're
It'd be a long fucking ride, man.
Well, no, it's gonna wind up stinking if you got a fucking delay. You got to wrap everything. Got to have your ice packs. The blue ice packs, and it's what it. Today, I caught the largest mahi I have ever caught. I have caught a lot of mahi. It might get to this at the end of the slide. Mine was 48 fucking pounds.
Nice.
Huge.
Very cool.
Huge, dude. Huge. Absolutely huge. And we caught 24 sailfish. 24. We raised at least 40. That's part of the unknown. All right. Yeah, right here, the three guys.
Yeah.
Right together. Ken on the right, Phil in the middle, Kim on the left. I don't know how these guys did it. We had 3 sailfish on at the same time. They're all running back and forth, feeding each other. Here, take that. Going everywhere you need to go. And we landed all 3.
Oh, wow.
Which means the crew, that does this, man, they got their shit together. That's what it means. And sorry, I'm trying to adjust here a little bit. We've been with 2 crews, and both have been spectacular. This week we were with the Chechos, Checos. Wait, CECH.
CHECHOS.
CECHOS. But we do not pronounce the S, right? No S in Chechos, just Checho. Yes, there we go. Getting confirmation from the staff here. These guys are out of control, man. They don't miss fish. I will say we had one blunder today. Whatever. There it is. If you heard from the peanut gallery. So this is sailfish season. This is the sailfish capital of the world. That's one of the. How many did I catch? 4, 2, 1. I think I caught 7 or 8 on this trip. Awesome. And one of the things that we wanted to do, everybody caught sails. Everybody, 24 divided by 4. What is that? 6. So, all of us were doing well. If somebody was up on a line and they got a mahi, then, okay, that's going to take away from your sailfish count, but nobody cared. The mahi influence, you're seeing some of these big fish here, and I know mine's coming up. This is Rexy's mahi, which is fucking beautiful. But after, catching all this and you're beating, there's mine, 48 pounds. That's a big bull mahi, bro. Big bull. Big old John. I can't say enough about this place. Once again, Pacific Fins Resort in Guatemala. You can reach out to Ozzy at pacificfinsresort.com, or you can call him at 305 484-4623. 305-484-4623. I'm going to type this in right now. Have you ever been on a big fishing trip?
Me? No. We went off of Block Island a couple of times when I was a kid, but nothing like what you got here. Nothing like that. No. We used to do the Greater Bridgeport bluefish tournament in Long Island Sound. But Long Island Sound, you don't know whether you're pulling up a bluefish, a fucking dead body.
That'd be a trophy catch.
Right. But yeah, I mean, we had some fun with it on the sound and everything, but nothing like what you guys do.
Or call him. Sorry, guys. I know people don't necessarily listen right away when you give them numbers, but 305. So at any point in time while you're looking through this slideshow today, you can reach out to Ozzy. Honestly, spectacular fucking dude, man. He has been as accommodating as anybody should ever be, and more so than people are never, if that makes sense. It's just awesome. There you go, you guys. If you're interested in this type of abundant fishing, contact Ozzy at pacificfinsresort.com or call him at 305-484-4623. Just epic. So Rexy had not caught a marlin yet. All of us have. Our compadre Phil, who you're looking at photos of right now, has to go to work, so we had to leave a day early. So Rexy came in. We're fishing for 3 days. Rexy comes in as Phil is leaving, and you're when you fish enough and you've caught enough, you have the mentality that give up the rod even when it's your turn, if it's something that somebody hasn't caught. And basically we put Rexy on notice and told him, you're catching fucking everything, bro. Because he's kind of a little wet behind the ear. He works on the ocean, chief engineer for 1,000-foot container boat. All right. But yeah, never gets to throw a line out of the back of the boat.
You're kind of high up, dude. That's a little bit of a problem.
It's like how those motherfuckers bridge fish. I still don't get it. But so he came in and Kim, Ken Hutchings. Kim is Ken Hutchings' father-in-law, and Rexy and I. Rexy had not been in that mix before. We had gone to another lodge a while back, and we didn't see what we wanted to see. What the hell? Swordfish, sailfish. Jesus. Hey, Brian Walden, what's up, man? Russ Taylor, always a pleasure to see you guys here. I'm sure my son Keenan will be in shortly. I still don't understand how that works. But we said any marlin that gets on the end of the hook, which are not easy. Is that for them? There we go. Tell them, fuck them. I'm taking that one. Sorry. We said any marlin that we raise, which is not, we're coming into marlin season, so there's a little bit around, but not abundant. And lo and behold, at 8:30, and Rexy pulls in a 250-pound. We don't pull it in; it never gets in the boat.
You just get down to where you can grab it, right?
And with that one, we didn't even bring it to the boat. There was no need. The USFA has made, for the purposes of preserving the fishery, All you have to do is touch a leader. What are you laughing at right now? Screw the Marlins, especially Freddie, punk-ass fish.
Punk-ass fish.
Fucking great. I just have to look at you, and automatically I see something that you find funny.
These guys, they really are the best.
Yeah, Russ and Brian are all out of control right now.
Russ, Bryant, Keenan, Lou. I mean, they
Brian,
really.
we're gonna get to that in a hot second. We're gonna be all football in about 5 minutes, but
Hey,
yeah.
so when you go out, you said you fished for 3 days. So how long are you out there on the water?
Oh, we'll run 20 miles just to get to where we go. First day we were 40 out, so that was a little bit longer. You know, the boats, the water is pretty flat down here on a regular basis. So, you know, even a 40 Bertram, which I think is the model we were on, which is a wide boat, doesn't move very fast. We were probably topping out at 16 or 17 knots, which, you know, it might be just over 20 miles an hour. I'm not quite sure the conversion, but
Right, so a couple.
So
hours
you know,
out,
you're a couple hours out, a couple hours back, and
yep.
You know they account for that. So,
Yeah.
Brian, we'll get you going, brother. So anyway, when Rexy didn't sleep all night, he was having a tough time sleeping in a different bed, and he didn't obviously drink enough. Look at the guns on that dude. He catches his first fish. We get it to the boat, touch the leader. That's what the USFA has allowed now. So all the fishing line that's on your spool connects to a monofilament leader, which is clear, so it doesn't look like something odd to a fish.
Right.
If you touch that leader, boom, it's a legal catch. And for tournament purposes, it's right at the boat. And there's absolutely no reason to do anything else. We don't rip our hands into the fish's mouth.
Sure.
We have a small tool that slides down and just cuts it. So everybody goes, "Oh, that's inhumane, leaving a hook in its mouth." No, what's inhumane is trying to rip that thing out, screwing up its jaw when the hook in salt water will rust out in a week.
Yeah, I freshwater fish, and you do the same shit. You just depending on where it is, and it's a little bit more difficult because the mouths aren't as big. So when the hook gets down in there, you really have to be careful. But yeah, we'll just unhook the lead right from it. And a lot of times they'll either dissolve or they'll just pass it, and it'll go right through them.
Yep. There's Keenan.
I caught a catfish with a piece of pepperoni in a creek in Chestertown, Maryland once.
Cheers to Keenan.
Right. He's not wrong, though. Catfish will eat for pretty much anything.
That's my Nubian three amigos, Bryant, Russ, and Keenan.
Right.
Yes, man. You guys are fucking hysterical on a regular basis. Ready? Here, I'm going to show you what I caught today. Ready? Got it? Oh,
it's
you see?
Up on the wall?
Up on the wall.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was almost the size of my fish. Almost. That one's probably 60. Mine was 48. Yo, come on. It's fucking ridiculous.
Fish,
152 people in the room, and the only people talking are Keenan, Bryant, and Russ Taylor. Everybody. All right. Maybe fishing isn't your bag, and I'm not stopping these slides because apparently down from the owner and through Ozzy, who runs the entire show, they want to be as accommodating as possible at this place. It's already half the price of any decent lodge, and the food here out.
In case you didn't know, it's Quimby the Toolman Taylor over here.
What's that?
It's Quimby the Toolman Taylor over here.
When we get off the boat, I don't know if you guys can see this. My other camera's not working well right now, but the nice pool here at the lodge.
Yeah.
All right. You come off of the boat,
Brian, yes, you can. Yes, you can eat swordfish. You can eat the hell out of some swordfish.
Swordfish, yeah, but not marlin. Not anything.
No.
Not sailfish. Not marlin. Nothing in that at all is completely disgusting. But anyway, Lou Mancini getting weirder by the day. How are you, sir? Oh, by the way, when you get back and in the pool, by the time you come up for air, mahi fingers,
nice
guacamole. I'm sorry, I'm hungry as hell. Bad radio.
Bad Quimby.
Bad Quimby. Yep. There we go. So you guys, one more time.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
I'll leave it up for a hot second.
Yeah, I like it.
If I can find my cursor.
What, your fish?
Yeah. Here.
Oh, yeah.
And watch out for that guy Joe. It's kind of a dick. Really, Joe, you didn't acknowledge? Huh? Yes, Jameson, please. Gallo light yellow, por favor. Gracias.
See?
Apparently, I was making fun of you, and come here.
I was making fun of you. Come here.
Everybody, that's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Joe runs this shit. We got a slideshow from the weekend rocking here.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah, we know what we're doing. Believe it or not.
Right.
Believe it or not. 162 people watching.
Wow.
Right now. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're having fun.
163, 159 is the Twitter X page. So I'm not sure.
What are we doing here?
What do you got there?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's Rexy and I.
Yep. Very cool.
See those guns? See those guns, you guys? Fucking take it to the gun show. Yeah.
That's why they started making phones bigger.
Yeah, right. Embarrassing. Let me get some of the business of the show done. Make sure you download the iHeartRadio app, rate, review, download, and subscribe to Green Legion Radio on Fox Sports Philadelphia. You guys, every episode is up. This is the pod for Green Legion Radio called the Right on Cue Show, which means I can swear and iHeart can't say a fucking thing about it because as long as it's not live, they can still put it up on their app. They love it. Let's do this. There are big changes coming to Cheerleaders Gentlemen's Club. New look, next level. Not only does Cheerleaders have the sexiest entertainers in the city, Cheerleaders will be the most beautiful gentlemen's club in Philadelphia, from the stunning new sleek VIP rooms to the best view for all sporting events on their 75-foot video wall. The amazing Chef Felix will be serving the tastiest food in a new state-of-the-art kitchen. Felix, Chef, I love you, man, but I'm sorry. The food down here is better. You gotta call a spade, my man. But your food is excellent. Follow Cheerleaders' social media at Cheerleaders Philly to see the renovation progress of the best gentlemen's club in Philadelphia. We've been going 23 minutes. I want to do a shot and a beer here.
Go right ahead, brother.
I refuse to be on radio in any capacity if I'm not drunk. And
however, drank enough on Sunday to not drink for a little while.
Again, you're watching a slideshow from all of our fish from the weekend. So if you have any interest whatsoever in this type of fishing, which is just out of control, please use the information I'm doing. Tell Ozzy that the Green Legion sent you. I'm going to hop up for a second. We're not going to do any music. Adam might be able to entertain you for a minute unless he wants to hop up for a second.
Yeah, I'm going to run down, grab some water, check on the chillins, and then I'll be back.
So don't go anywhere, anybody.
Right. Stay right where you're at, and we'll leave that information up for the contact down there for a few, too, until we start getting to the birds.
Yeah, we'll leave it up there for a while.
Yep.
All right. Just popping out for a hot second.
Yep. Be right back, y'all.
Here's a little better look of the lodge and resort. Right on the water. Anyway, hope you guys like what you see. Little Samuel, if you like what you see. I'm gonna save videos for next week. I was having a tough enough time trying to figure out this slide thing, so we're gonna hold off on trying to mess with those today. And as I'm coming back in, let's do this. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Dave Babuso is ready to help you combine home and auto in South Jersey and Pennsylvania. Call Dave today, 856-740-5012. That's 856-740-5012. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings are based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. Guys, this is the Right On Cue show, part of the Green Legion radio family and Fox Sports radio family in Philadelphia. My name's Quimby. I am joined alongside my co-host, Unhappy Gilmore, who might be dropping a deuce right now. I don't know. He's been gone for a little while. We are broadcasting live from Guatemala at Pacific Fins Resort. We're always sponsored by Cheerleaders Gentlemen's Club. There he is. How's the deuce dropping? Yeah, there we go. All right. If I could pause this thing right now, the three guys you see, three people on a sailfish at the same time. And this captain and crew managed to get every single one of them to the boat landed. Got 193 people in the room right now, and I don't know who else is listening on YouTube, but
right now YouTube is showing 3, and
I bet that's Russ, Bryant, and Lou.
Keenan's in here. Keenan looks like Keenan, Bryant, Lou. Looks like Russ is kind of in and out. But yeah, 199 now. Jeez.
What was that? Where was I going with this?
3 fish at the same time.
Oh, the crew and the captain managed to get all 3 fish landed, which, that's not even easy with 40-pound yellowfin tuna. And we're talking about 80 to 100-pound sailfish all over the place. Kind of nuts, to be honest with you. For those who have not heard yet, as we are now eclipsing 200 people in the room.
We're only a half an hour in, too, dude.
Yeah, no, I know. It's great. when you catch a marlin or a sailfish or anything with a bill, exception swordfish. All right, the sailfish that you see we're catching, the marlin that I have to get video for later. We don't keep those fish. You see, we're taking photos and we're enjoying the moments that we have with them, but then we're grabbing their nose, Russ Taylor, and actually holding on to their nose underwater and helping them helping to resuscitate them. They lose a lot of oxygen when they're in this battle, and the proper thing to do is to just hold on to the bill, tell the captain to move the boat forward, and hold on to them till you see some of their color coming back. You see a lot of these sailfish, they're brown. They're not brown. They're really beautiful, bright stripes, silver. This just means that they're a little bit out of air, and if you just drop them in the water and let them go, they're going to wind up turning into mud darts. So, no, well, that's the term.
That's the term.
So you hold on to their bill. You grab a glove because those bills can, they don't have sharp teeth, but they have sandpaper, and if they start ripping apart, it. Just grab a glove, push that thing down into the water, tell the captain to go forward, and you spend maybe a minute or 2 minutes until you see some of the silver and their natural color coming back. Nice sweater, Rexy. Rexy's topless too, just so everybody knows. If you want to destroy my sweater, there he is. Go ahead. You want me to turn around so everybody can see you give me the bird? So we revived them and put them back in the water for somebody else to enjoy catching them another time. And yesterday was just fucking out of control. We landed 12 of 18 sailfish. Sometimes, you're going to raise them and they might bite. They might hold on for a hot second. They might check out your spread, all the different lures and baits you're using. They might just say, hey, go fuck yourself. Some of them will bite it and they're smart enough to get off. But we went 12 for 18 yesterday. 2 times, Phil, who you see here right now, and Ken Hutchings. That's Kim, not Ken. But keep that in mind. Ken Hutchings doubled up twice. So we had 2 doubles yesterday. And the photos that I pointed out with 3 of them, we had 1 triple. A triple's out of control. Out of control. Speaking of out of control, hey, everybody, Rexy's out from the bathroom. Hey, hi, Rexy. These are people. Rexy said, nice to meet you. You guys didn't hear that, and I'm glad.
No, I couldn't hear exactly what he said.
I'm going to let it go.
Jerseys in the house.
Oh, there we go. Police officer. He's a Jets fan, so that's okay. If he was a Giants fan, we'd have some fundamental issues.
Both, because they live and play in my backyard, but maybe not this year. And actually, you guys just
Maybe
got
not this year.
So we'll see what happens.
You guys gonna get
Okay, what you do?
You guys
Or what
gonna
you
get
used to
talked
do.
into McCarthy?
No, but I love the wing bowl. And been to the wing bowl several times.
Nice.
They put the kibosh on that before COVID.
Yeah, but legs and eggs.
Legs and eggs. There you go. My man. Oh, excelente. Mahi fingers. Senor, por favor. All right. We're 35 minutes in. Let's talk a little free agency. How about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Once again, you guys, Pacific Fins Resort, Guatemala. I'm going to leave this up until something else is more worthy of taking the bubble snap, or the bubble chat. Excuse me. So what do you
What's up,
Brian Walden asked earlier, and I thought it was a very good question.
Yeah.
How do you grade the Eagles' free agency period right now?
It's an A right now, dude. I know there's a lot of 50-50 on Barkley. I get it. Totally get it. Right? But, when you talk Devin White, when you talk about Gardner Johnson, some offensive line depth, the Huff signing, I mean, I don't know how you don't give Howie an A at this point.
I look, I'm against Barkley.
I know.
But
and a
not
lot of
against
people are. That's
Jameson.
okay.
Yes, by the way, there's ice in my beer. It is 98 fucking degrees here.
Well, you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
I just can't get through enough. There's the 3 that were on the triple, you guys.
Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous.
I know you're against the Barkley signing. I know you are. And I know a lot of people are, dude. You're not alone, right?
I'm not. Look, hey, if you get 2 good years out of him,
yeah,
I'm down. But I'm sorry,
which
man.
is really all that contract
you're
is
getting
right now.
You're getting into Frank Gore status, and I just don't feel
He's 27 years old. Saquon Barkley.
I'm not talking about old Frank Gore. Let me see something here. That didn't work. Where were we? Ooh, that's terrible. All right, this is where we were. How about here? I'm good with that. A little bigger.
Yeah, there you go.
You talk about running backs longevity, and hold on a second. Ready? I might be the biggest hypocrite of all time, and reason being is, by the way, 226 people in the room right now.
Hell yeah! Only 37 minutes.
Can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! I was the one that said, go out and get a running back. Go out and get a running back. Go out and get a running back. I get that he's 27 years old, but he's going into his 7th season. And if he lasts through this contract, it's double digits.
Well, let's be honest here. That 3rd year is never going to be a thing at what it's priced at right now. It's just not. You're looking at a 2-year deal with a max of 26 right now. Max. Right? So he's 29 when this thing is truly, for our purposes, is over. And he'll either have earned it and earned another contract to be reworked, or adios, and you move forward. You go find someone else.
Let me ask you this. Yeah. I want to figure out how I want to word this. I want to figure out how we word this.
I will tell you, I thought we were just going to re-sign Swift and move on. That's pretty much where I was. I'm like, and I was fine with it, dude. I thought Swift had a decent year.
Here's the question. Did everybody, the positives that have been thrown around like confetti is, oh, God, Saquon Barkley can pick up the blitz. And what will he be able to do with this line?
And I think it's fair to look at it that way.
DeAndre Swift able to do something with this line too?
Yeah, he was. He's not as
So
dynamic
why are you
as
blowing out
Barkley.
that kind of money, especially, and you guys are going to hate it. When you could have gotten Derrick Henry for 2 years for $16 million.
And I know you keep going there, dude. And I'm not. I mean, you talk about a risk. Look at the miles on his legs, dude. I mean, Derrick Henry has been beaten up for a long time. Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Safe to say you're going to get one season out of him?
Right.
Then why the fuck are you signing Barkley?
I mean, why didn't you just stay with Swift at that point?
Well, I don't even know if I'd do that. I mean, I get it. DeAndre Swift is 26? So, but There's something about him that they didn't like. I believe a lot of it had to do with something
It's
like
picking up the blitz, dude.
he couldn't pick up the blitz. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
and
that.
we struggled horribly against the blitz this past season. Bad.
Well,
It was really bad.
Well, then let me ask you this question: with 250 people in the room, right now the only other running back on the roster is Kenny Gainwell.
I know.
So
but
what
that was
are
going to
you
be
doing?
so that it would be that way with whether it was Henry, Swift, or Barkley at this point, right? You'd have the starter and then Kenny Gainwell. So they still have to add depth. And you saw running backs get paid this year for the first time in a while. One, because the cap went up $30 million. Two, because there's no running backs in this draft that are worth a shit, right? So you can't just go and say, I'm going to wait till the third round. Let me find a guy like a Kendry Miller or whatever from last season. That guy's not there this year. So you got to go get who you think is the right guy. And Howie talking to the staff, I'm guessing that wasn't just a Howie decision, right? What fits your offense, Kellen Moore? Who's going to fit your offense better? I had to believe that had something to do with it.
Do you think that Kellen Moore had any say in this?
I think he had input. Yeah. It's his offense. It's not going to be Nick Sirianni's offense.
It's not his offense. It's Jeffrey Lurie's offense.
That's fair. And let's look at the Barkley thing from one other side. And I know that you're against it, and that's okay. It takes him from the Giants, and you can't tell me for a second that Dallas wasn't going to go after him. Okay, so
let's talk about Dallas.
They were my boner of the week last week, bro.
Hold on. Oh, how did that full screen come on?
I don't know, but it's awesome. Except for that one.
There we go. Look at that. Let's talk about Dallas, shall we?
I love the Cowboys' outlook here. It's fantastic.
Hold on.
I still have my notes from Friday, so I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Devin Smith, not on this list, but signed. Bryce Huff, Saquon Barkley, C.J. Gardner-Johnson,
yep,
Brandon Graham, Rick Lovato, Braden Mann, Zach Bond, Jake Elliott, Julian Aquata, okay, Albert O, I'm not even trying, and Landon Dickerson. Now, Jansen and I talked about this at length on Saturday. You always want to feel excited about names that are coming from different squads. Free agency, yeah, we got that guy. Yeah, we got that guy.
Sure.
But in the grand scheme of all this being equal, I get it, Keenan. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
It's
Henry
nice,
was gonna come cheaper.
Nice to hear names that you've not heard before. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, like Huff.
Okay, so with that being the case, when you see that the Eagles re-signed Brandon Graham, Rick Lovato, Braden Mann, Jake Elliott, and Landon Dickerson, you just go, cool. But honestly,
no, I look at those as huge, dude.
Those were all fucking huge.
Huge.
All huge.
The Dickerson
Brandon Graham, maybe not so much. But
that's a farewell tour for him, right? Like
no, it is. Yeah. And guess what? He's
I'm
one
okay
of the
with
only.
it, bro.
He's one of the only edge rushers that punched his card.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, Fletcher could have punched his card if he wanted to. All right.
I think Fletch made the right call.
I do too. We're going to talk about defensive tackles in a moment, but where you guys want to absolutely know and love new free agents, the fact that the Eagles were able to re-sign Landon Dickerson, Rick Lovato, Braden Mann, Brandon Graham, and especially, and nobody wants to hear this, Jake Elliott was the best player on offense last year.
Dude,
Jake Elliott's been money since day fucking one.
he's been money since the 61-yarder against the Giants in 2017. Period. Money. Absolute money.
Money.
That kick is what propelled that, is what kicked that freaking run off.
So we look and we don't see any new names. You know, we don't see as many new names, but you look at this list of free agent signings, and, you know, Landon Dickerson wasn't a free agent.
No, it's a rework deal.
Yeah. But Jake Elliott was. Braden Mann was. Rick Lovato was. Brandon Graham was. I commend Howie for bringing these players back. I still think there's one more that needs to happen. Do you know who I'm referring to?
I don't. Who you got?
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, it's you look. I know. You don't.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to do it this year. But if you don't, then it puts you in a spot. You should.
He's going to be a free agent next year.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do it this year, but if you don't, you're going to put yourself in a difficult spot next year.
I
would lock him up. If it was me, I would lock him up.
Lock him up.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a tandem of receivers like this? And you know, I get Devontae Parker. I like that move.
Dude, I like it for the red zone aspect. He's 6'3",
I do as well. Big receiver.
Yeah.
You know, issues staying healthy, but
he's costing us $1.2 million. That's it. Patriots are picking up the rest of the contract, so who gives a shit? It's a
ready for this. You know what's even more fun about this entire equation?
We're still fourth with cap left at 39 mil.
We're still undefeated. Hassan Reddick, which it appears as though we are not going to re-sign.
So they pushed out.
Guess what that means? Guess what that means?
Well,
what does that mean to you?
That means you got even more. That means Smith is going to get re-signed.
Huh?
That means Smith is going to get re-signed. I would have to believe that.
No, it means that Hassan Reddick is once again in a contract year.
Right. Yeah.
So while he fell asleep with every other fucking dumbass on that team last year.
Yeah, no doubt.
Guess what? I kind of feel like if there's one dude that's going to come out angry,
should be him.
Hey, he may hurt us down the road, but sign his contract. All right. He could sit and be a dick. All right. But
it never works out for the player when they do that.
Never. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Never works out.
Once you start missing game four paychecks on a $13 million contract,
that's all of a sudden.
Yeah. Guess what, dude? Welcome back. Welcome back. We won't say anything. Get to the fucking quarterback, asshole.
Promise we won't put you in pass coverage this year, brother. Got
it. Again, do we have any? Oh, by the way, sorry, where I was going with this. I just went through all the Eagles free agents.
Yeah.
To get to. How about them Cowboys?
Oh, I had a
long snapper Trent Sieg.
Yeah.
1-year deal. Linebacker Eric Kendricks, 1-year deal.
Yep.
Yo, Cowboys fans. Yo, everybody, we're all in this year. We're all in this year.
Do you know?
We are all in this year.
Do you know if the season started now, who their starting running back would be? 5'6" Deuce Vaughn.
Well, hold on, as well. If you're not making moves, how have you already decided to cut Michael Gallup, who,
I know.
by the way, señor, Jameson, por favor. Gracias. Marciello, por favor.
Listen, here's what I tell you. The Cowboys offense, as it looks right now, is a CD Lamb injury away from being as bad as the Giants. So they're going to need that freaking long snapper, dude.
You hear that? You hear that, Giants fan? Got about
they
7 or 8
keep
people
going this
from
route.
Jersey in the pool right now.
They keep going this route. They're going to need that long snapper, man. Just like Carolina.
So, Do you think Jerry was expounding, or a multitude of things hit, and all of a sudden kept spiraling down the rabbit hole,
Dude,
and couldn't make the return?
to me, the way this looks is all signs are they are actually going to give Dak Prescott that contract he wants. I mean,
Didn't he just get an extension 2 years ago?
dude, his dead cap hit this year is $61.9 million. He wants that to be his yearly salary.
Well, once again, I'd like to thank the Haslams in Cleveland for being the worst fucking owners in all of sports. You dickheads.
Dude, I'll do you one better.
They're complete and utter dickheads.
I'll do you one better. Nice job, NFL. So you're going to have Cleveland go play that game in Brazil, which means you're going to bring the massage parlor pervert down to freaking Brazil. How's that going to go?
No possibility of anything going wrong. Zero.
None. No, he'll be fine. And they just signed Jameis Winston. So he can come. So Jameis will steal all the crab legs and fucking him and Deshaun will be holed up in the back of some seedy little massage parlor with all the crab legs in town. You can't make this shit up, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Cleveland, bro, the factory of sadness. It never fails.
How do you feel about Isaiah Rodgers?
I'm intrigued. A lot of people forgot about him because he just, obviously was suspended for the whole year. So I'm intrigued by it. I'm going to need to see some things first, though. You've been off the field for a year. So we're going to have to see how long it takes to shake the rust off. But everything you hear is that he's kept himself in shape. He says he's ready to go. So I
see a few, by the way, see that sailfish right now? Look at those guns. Look at those guns. Yeah. If I lose 15 more pounds, forget about it. I'm going to be more obnoxious than I've ever been. Keenan, Bryant, Lou, Russ, love you guys. Appreciate you being here. 290 people in the room right now. That is a record.
Yeah.
And I would like to cheers to all 290 of you right now.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Much obliged.
2 people that have had 0 radio training.
Right? No disrespect.
By the way, I am continually begging iHeart for a stronger signal so that we can go after the knuckleheads that are the other 2 sports radio stations. Look, I'm not a pioneer, all right?
Right, I get it.
And I'm not. When it comes to this, I've been told that I'm pretty good, and that, I take it with a grain of salt. Once again, because I never had any formal training. I didn't. Communications, fuck you, business. Probability and statistics.
That's the perfect way to put it. Communications, fuck you.
Fuck you. Probability and statistics. Yeah. At Drexel, where I graduated, I had a little slit in my sweatpants that had a full cheat sheet taped to the upper part of my thighs. There's certain things you don't and won't understand. Those who do understand probability and statistics become actuaries, or what is affectionately known as a bean counter.
Right.
And
301.
The problem was we were never told. Ooh, I got to take a photo.
Yeah, get pictures of that.
Problem is, I have there was no real understanding to the application of probability and statistics, and that was probably why I just Keenan Harmon. Cowboys need that long snapper.
He ain't lying.
Well, Braden Mann, hey, Keenan, don't get overly worked up, dude. Braden Mann was the best player on the Eagles last year. So, sorry.
Yeah. Kicker and punter were our superstars.
I am sorry. So Devin Smith,
linebacker.
Yeah, who's the kid?
Devin White.
Zach Bond.
Yeah,
the Saints.
I don't know enough about Zach Bond.
I don't. I was hoping that you did.
And I don't. And I think the reason why I don't is because when that was the only linebacker we signed right out of the gate, I was so pissed off about it that I just was like, I'm just going to concentrate elsewhere.
How much?
I do love the Devin
still
White
have
side.
to spend.
What's that?
How much money does Bird still have to spend?
39 point something right now. We still have the fourth highest amount of cap space. Even
You're
after
welcome
all the moves.
for me telling you, everybody that didn't know that. So the Ravens, hold on. Who signed the Ravens linebacker?
You talking about Roquan Smith?
No, Patrick.
Patrick Queen?
Yeah.
Patrick Queen went to Pittsburgh.
Let's talk about that for a hot second, shall we?
What, Pittsburgh and what the blue fuck they're doing?
All right, linebacker is their key. That is always their strong point.
It always has been. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do this while we're going through this. Everybody, E&J Mobile Cigar Lounge can be found on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at EJ Mobile Cigar Lounge. Their website is ejmobilecigarlounge.com. EJ, Echo Juliet, for those who know the military alphabet. They will come to you for any occasion and event. They are the premier luxury mobile cigar and hookah lounge in the Philadelphia area. Call or text EJ at 215-806-3999. That's 215-806-3999. And while we're holding at 310, everybody, Echelon Health and Fitness, located in Voorhees and Audubon, New Jersey, voted best gym in South Jersey 7 years in a row. Memberships starting at $8.99 per month. Family and locally owned, over 100 group fitness and Thrive personal training sessions per week. MBSC Thrive Personal Training, considered the best group training in the country, and is exclusively offered in South Jersey at Echelon Health and Fitness. Member perks. Echelon members save at over 800 local businesses simply for being an active member. Members save while helping to support local businesses. Call 856-454-2976. That's 856-454-2976 for a free 30-day all-access pass, or go to Echelon HF. That's Echelon HF healthfitness.com. 313 in the room right now. I need another shot. Who took this away from me? What am I?
Here you go on Zach.
Gracias.
Here you go on Zach Bond real quick, dude. Former third-round pick out of Wisconsin. The Saints take him. He was a backup and special teams guy. Like, there's just not a whole lot there. 6'3", 225. He doesn't turn 28 until the end of December. So he's young. He was cheap.
Are we concerned still about not addressing the linebacker position?
As long as Devin White stays on the field, I feel a little better about it. But there's just still not a whole lot there. There's not.
Well, I mean, you're putting a lot of your eggs in the Nakobe Dean basket.
And I don't want to go down that freaking road again. It didn't work, and I don't think it's going to, dude.
Well, we're finding out more. I think it was you that actually said this. So if you need photo or media accolades, I like where they've gone, where they're drafting talent from
big schools.
Big schools. Yep. Those that are going to be in the playoffs every year.
Yep.
And the only problem with that is you'll eventually wind up realizing those that are talented and those who work well within a collegiate system.
Yeah, and I'm concerned that is Nakobe Dean.
I think this is the start of Nakobe Dean's demise, but it might not be. Because there's a reason he dropped to the third round.
Yeah.
So, did Howie just go, oh my God, I could shut so many assholes up by drafting Nakobe Dean? While we all went, why did you draft Cam Jurgens when Nakobe Dean was sitting there in the second round? No, we're going to wait.
I mean, something was telling him he was going to be able to wait.
He's useful as tits on fish since he's been here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and even the small amount that he's been on the field.
I'm going to have to curb my language. People are starting to show up. Folks, where are you from?
Florida.
My neighbors.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's starting to become a major concern. Wondering whether or not Nakobe Dean can play or Nakobe Dean can only play within a system.
Yeah, and it looks to be the latter of those two things, man. And yeah, that was me, dude. I've been kind of saying that for a while now. He looks, when he's been on the field, he looks a little undersized and he looks a step too slow. You know, and in college, you could get away with this stuff because of all the talent around. In the NFL, you get exposed real fast. And here we are.
Think about the two thick brothers in front of him for most of his collegiate career.
Oh, let's not forget about Nolan Smith on the
Jordan
outside,
Davis.
too.
Huh?
Let's not forget about Nolan Smith on the outside, too, who was also a stud at Georgia.
Well, Nakobe Dean had the luxury of looking at the two biggest asses in football for a couple of years. I'm sorry, man. I'm hungry as hell. We were on a boat for 9 hours today.
Smash, bro.
Do you think we still need to go linebacker? Do you still think there's something in that? I'm sorry. Everybody with me. To Keenan, Bryant, Lou, Russ, and Unhappy, and all 323 people in the room that we don't understand why. Love you.
Love you guys. Dude, should we still go line? Here's the problem, dude. Unless you're going free agency, this draft is not deep at linebacker, man. There's not a whole lot of talent.
It's not deep at running back. It's not deep at linebacker.
Exactly.
So, that being said,
problem is you're out of big time.
I would love to keep doing this with you every week, and we actually start trying to harness in on what the Eagles may possibly be doing in the draft.
Yeah, well, because I'm up in the air right now, dude. Like if I had to guess right now with that 22nd overall pick, it's going to be the trenches somewhere.
You know what? And hold on a second, Unhappy. Really? You actually think their first pick is going to be somewhere in the trenches?
I know. Big shocker, right?
Shockers! Shockers all over.
Right. Like, let me go out on a limb here.
When in fact that position, well, let's delve into that right now. All right, because that was one of the topics I wanted to have with you.
Yeah.
Now that Fletcher Cox is gone and retired, and I get why he retired. 13 years, won a Super Bowl, made a shit ton of money. Awesome, excellent. Didn't have anything to prove anymore, and
it was over.
And in all fairness, as far as the defensive tackle position goes from last season, he was the only one that really played.
Yeah,
which meant, yo, dude, if you want to come back for $7 or $8 million, we're gonna let this happen. But do you feel comfortable right now with the following? Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter as starters.
Yeah, well, I have to. This is why we spent top 10.
I'm not asking for that. Right? I'm not asking for that. I don't want to hear I have to. Right?
My bigger concern is Davis, dude. Davis is my bigger concern of the two. He has gotten himself heavy, slow.
Who? Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis, yeah. I need to see these guys come out a little bit better shape, dude.
Well, you got Thomas Booker still. All right. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. All right. Tua Peloto, Marlon. I know they like this guy. They like Moro Ojimo. They like Milton Williams.
I like Milton Williams.
I like Milton Williams too, but he can't stay healthy.
I know.
So, where do we go? Where do we go from here? I actually thought Jordan Davis played well, especially through the Kansas City game. It was more than half the season.
He was great through the Buffalo game. You remember the second half of that Buffalo game? He was absolutely dominant. The problem is, after that game, he was never heard from again the rest of the year. Now, he wasn't the only one. We didn't hear from anyone on the whole fucking team for the rest of the year. So
it might be a Bobby Taylor syndrome. What? What happened? Well, Bobby Taylor has never been heralded as one of the best DBs to ever play the game, when in fact, the reason for that is his name was never called because nobody threw near him.
I've always said the best compliment you can ever give a defensive back is to never speak his name.
Never speak his name.
That's it.
Not once.
You don't hear anything about him? That means he's doing his job.
Yep. Dude, this is awesome. 326. Hold on, I want to wait just a second to see if it goes up. Come on. Come on.
It just keeps steadily going
Embarrassing
up.
myself right now. 326. Come on, 327. 326.
Like a tobacco auctioneer.
326, guys. Here, 327. Sorry. This is ready to go the second that hits 327. So we're still annoyed by the linebacker position.
Yeah, I still think it's thin, dude. I think it's too thin, and
I think they have to go. I think they have to go DB with the first pick.
I see the first time I talked about draft.
Sorry.
Time I talked about draft, we talked about corners.
Sua Opeta went to Tampa.
Right.
All right. Who's playing right guard?
Steen. Give me Tyler Steen. Yeah.
Is that what you want to go with? If you're Harold, 327, there it is. Taking a photo.
So right now, your starters. Your starting offensive line. Juergens is at center. Dickerson and Steen are your guards. Mailata and Johnson at the tackle spots. I'm good with it, but I think you can never hurt yourself by getting some depth there. Steen is young.
When we have ready, sorry. It's so good.
Yeah, no more Jack Driscoll, please.
Where did Driscoll sign?
He's gone. He went to who the hell? Miami. The Dolphins signed.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him. I hope he got paid. He's an excellent dude.
Yeah, and that's the hard part, right? Because I heard him on the Players Show, and he sounds like a really good dude. There's a freaking turnstile on that offensive line, though, man.
Well,
there
back
was definitely
to the DB position. You have Bradbury in a contract year next year. Darius Slay, who is obviously showing signs of
age.
Yeah, well, he should.
Yeah. Is he 33, Slay?
I don't know what it is. Hey, Siri, how old is Darius Slay?
He's 33.
Okay. I found this on the web. For how old is Darius Slay?
All right, thank you. Shut up. 330. Doing it again.
Yeah, he's 33 years old. So, let me ask you this. So, Justin Simmons is still apparently out there. He hasn't signed safety from Denver, right? Hasn't signed anywhere yet. 31 years old.
I heard that as one of the things one of the players that were on our hot list.
Well, hear me out. You sign if you're able to get him. Do you then take Gardner Johnson and move him down to the nickel corner spot? And have him play that kind of hybrid role where I think he's most valuable anyways. You're freaking my fingers, dude. Because that's what he was signed at.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, man.
Slash nickel.
Well, I don't know if you're going to waste that kind of money on a nickel, and I wouldn't. All right. In the same sentence, the NFC Championship game was played against San Francisco with CJ and Reed Blankenship.
Mm-hmm.
I like Reed.
So do I.
I like
He's
Reed,
awesome.
and Reed struggled this last season, predominantly because everybody gave up, especially that fucking jackass Byard, who, used to be one of the hardest hitting motherfuckers in football.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, he forgot how to tackle.
Yeah, he lost his nuts somewhere. I don't know. Look, but you know what, man? Are we being
Our
overly
defensive
critical?
backfield was nuts with CJ and Reed Blankenship healthy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to move myself away, especially 333, especially because Reed Blankenship costs you no money for 3 more years.
Yeah, it's true.
Zero, nada, nothing.
He's got to stay on the field, though.
Oh, he only got injured once.
Hasn't that been kind of a up and down thing with him?
No, he looked out of place when
the whole freaking defense looked out of place, man. They were so poorly coached last year, dude. I mean, and I know the players have to execute too, but you could just see how poorly coached that team was on both sides of the ball. They were brutal.
Who's Brandon Marshall? I don't listen to Brandon Marshall about anything because little birdie and gerbil wheel spinning up top, no space in between. But he did say that Jeffrey Lurie canned the next season for the Eagles by allowing Nick Sirianni to come back. I don't know how to feel about that.
We talked at length about Sirianni overall. Just was it, the pros and cons, of keeping him or getting rid of him, right? The ammunition on both sides. I felt like the ammunition was heavier in letting him go. I felt like the
team bailed on everything.
Well, I felt like the team quit.
334 bitches.
35 now.
Like I said.
The team quit. And at some point, the coach has to take some responsibility in that, dude. He'd obviously lost the locker room. It's very hard to get that back.
I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. You know what? We're still trying to get Zach Berman on the show. And we're going to work hard at it because he's one of the authors of the most amazing and diabolically sinister exploits about Philadelphia Eagles ownership. And I think you're going to hear a lot about this. I think Jeffrey Lurie is hiring people to be his scapegoat.
Yeah, I mean,
right? And this is why during that
Doug Peterson wouldn't.
This is also why during that ridiculous period when Howie Roseman is drafting Marcus Smith from the Louisville Cardinals as an edge rusher who, well, let me see how many times I can go with as useful as tits on fish, as useful as an ashtray on a motorcycle,
cock-flavored lollipop,
as useful as Anne Frank's drum set. I saw you spit up a little bit there. I got a few more. I don't believe anybody in positions below Jeffrey Lurie are anything but pawns. Now, maybe he's starting to figure shit out. Oh yeah. Last night on the island, gotta go for it.
You flying back home tomorrow?
We got to take the 2.5 hour drive to Guatemala City tomorrow.
Oy.
And the air quality is really terrible down here because they're harvesting sugarcane.
Nice.
I didn't know this, but apparently, you have to burn it before you harvest it.
Yeah.
So, there's no like when we came in the first time. Remember in August we were posting pics of that volcano that erupted as we were flying in.
Yeah.
Couldn't even see him. 340. Woohoo! One. David Califoot. What's
there he
up,
is.
my man? Yes, Yankees suck. Thank you. Kiss our ass, unhappy Gilmore.
He's a Red Sox fan, not a Phillies fan, dude. Don't give him any love.
Oh, he's a Red Sox fan?
Yes.
Hold on.
That's why he gives me all this shit all the time.
David Califoot, are you saying? En serio, mi hermano? Pendejo. By the way, I'm apparently finding out that I know more Spanish than I thought I did.
So, folks, if you're listening and you want to take that trip to Brazil, the Green Legion is the way to go. If you haven't figured it out already, here's your tour guide.
Well, remember, Brazil is not Espanol. Brazil is Portuguese.
I get it. It's Portuguese.
But aside that, well, you know what? Let's take a moment for a couple plugs here. I think I went through all of. No, hold on. We're going straight, you guys. We took that little break because I had to use the bathroom. Premier Window Cleaning is a leading window cleaning company in Philadelphia and the surrounding areas. With 30 years of experience, they offer commercial and residential window cleaning, pressure washing, parking garage cleaning, graffiti removal, post-construction cleaning, and more. Every employee is trained, certified, and goes through an extensive background check. At Premier Window Cleaning, your satisfaction level needs to be 100%, as no job is complete until you're happy. Gilmore. With clients like Children's Hospital Philadelphia main campus and all of its satellite campuses, Lincoln Financial Field, Comcast, and University of Pennsylvania, you cannot go wrong. For more information and a full list of services, give them a call at 267-534-5198. That's 267-534-5198. Or visit their website, WeHateDirtyWindows.com. That's WeHateDirtyWindows.com. Yankees suck, yes. But back to the more important conversation at hand. We're gonna call this one a show in less than 5 minutes. Just I don't want to keep you that long, and I want to get in the pool. Not gonna lie, sure. I'm sweating like a fat kid looking for a chocolate bar right now, and I'm out. I gotta get out.
Dude, I don't blame you.
What do you
got?
What's your wish list right now?
I would love to see another linebacker, but I don't want to reach and I don't want to sign something stupid. So I guess at this point, if one of the two Bama corners slides down to number 22 in the draft, I'd love to see that. If you tell me that JaQuincy Kool-Aid McKinstry is sitting there at 22 and you do not draft that kid based on marketability for his name alone, can you imagine? He makes the interception, the whole crowd.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Like, dude, you can't. That would be the wish list. I also like the kid Cooper DeJean or whatever it is out of Iowa.
Okay.
As far as a corner goes, but I don't know if any of those three are going to slide that far down.
Gotcha.
You will never hear me bitch about offensive line depth, though. Ever. I will not bitch about it.
My wish list, it's every decision and signing appears as though 351 that the Eagles are going for it this season.
For sure. They have to.
You still have holes you have to plug.
Yes. It's only one more year before that Jalen Hurts contract starts to hurt, dude, really bad. And
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. I think and believe every bit of Jalen Hurts that I thought 2 years ago. I do.
That he'll rework to make space and all that
it's
shit.
It's not a matter of reworking. Everybody gave up. Everybody gave up. So
Oh, I'm not. No, I don't mean it from that standpoint. I'm just talking about the dollars. I'm strictly talking about the dollars. I love Jalen Hurts, dude. I think he's a good
imagine
kid.
what's going to happen next year. The salary cap's going to go up another $30 million. And you're good to go. You know,
True.
by the time his contract is 1 year from vesting itself or being over, rather. Sorry, bad choice of words. Salary cap's going to be up $80 million.
And
So we're not going to see that. I guarantee many of these signings are with a small actuary gamble. What is this? Madden. That's awesome. Who did that? I want to hug him and slap the shit out of him at the same time.
right?
You're not killing yourself as the salary cap continues to rise. So, who cares?
Fucking Keenan, give me the Dijon mustard colored corner.
And on that note,
That's the kid out of Iowa.
let's do one small segment. Everybody, still available right now. Phillies home opener game tickets and tailgate. Our game tickets are in 201 and 202. Low rows, excellent sections, probably some of the best. Take an escalator down, to the walkway with all the restaurants. What the hell is it called? Jesus, I've been away for too long. Ashburn Alley.
Ashburn Alley.
Take a walk down or take an escalator down to Ashburn Alley. And our prices still right now are, if you want to go on StubHub or Ticketmaster and buy tickets in our section, good luck. There's 2 pair in 201 and there's nothing in 202. There's a reason for that. The 1 pair that's left in 201 is $200 a ticket without fees. Once you get through those fees, ours is $249 and it includes a 4-hour tailgate prior to. All right. Stop thinking about it so much before I come back up there and slap the shit out of all of you. Aside that, do not forget. Happy? Unhappy? 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair will be joining us before WrestleMania on both the 6th and 7th of April, signing autographs, taking photos with everybody. We have a couple options for you there. Take advantage of them. Brazil. Philadelphia Eagles opening up their season in Brazil. I know a lot of you saw a little sticker shock. All right, we were 3,400 for London 5 years ago. All right, 3,400. We're at 4,500 for Brazil right now. It's 1,100 more. Our airfare alone is $1,000 more. So don't overthink this. All right, hop on. And we only have 600 spots, and we're done. We're done. So remember that. Also, you can go to greenlegion.com and sign up for early bird deposits for every other game during the regular season. You guys have been phenomenal.
We are in for New Orleans, and I expect to see some of these knuckleheads out here in Cincinnati, too.
Yo, hold on. Yeah.
And
Anyway.
I'm gonna try to get down to the Holy Grail Saturday.
Yo, hold on a second. May I ask a favor of you?
Shoot.
I've left 2 messages for them. Ready?
Yeah.
Here. This is important, and I need you.
Yeah.
Could you go down and ask for
Yep. Here, let me get my notes out.
Nick, Jim, or Vic?
Jim or Vic.
And please remind them that we were there 8 years ago, and it was awesome, and we would like to make them our headquarters for the entire weekend, and we're the largest at what we do.
Yeah. Should be
Unhappy.
easy stuff. Do you
Hour
need
and a half, man, I can't ask you for that much time on a regular basis. I appreciate you.
No, you're good, man. You're good. We're fine.
Keenan, David Califut, Bryant Walden, Russ Taylor. You guys are awesome. Once again, Green Legion Radio's Right on Cue show, part of the iHeart Family Radio. iHeart Radio family. I can get this out. And part of the Fox Sports Radio in Philadelphia family. This episode will be up tomorrow on the iHeart Radio app. You guys are awesome. And we are sponsored by Cheerleaders Gentlemen's Club. Make sure you patronize them. Go to greenlegion.com for Phillies home opener, WrestleMania, and early bird deposits, and to get signed up for Brazil. 362 people in the room right now. I might feel like touching myself a little bit. All right, we're out of here.
Guys, if you got free time tomorrow night, looks like about 8 p.m. We're gonna try to get Chris Sack and Lou Dominguez on with for the kind of an unhappy baseball preseason thing. That's where
I like
that's where Chris will get to boast about a top 5 roster with the Phillies, and Lou will get to feel happy about the fact that his payroll is $20 million, so he's got no expectations. And I can sit here and hate my fucking life because the Yankees stink. So there's your preview.
How do you not like this show? Everybody, Green Legion Radio, Right on Cue show, part of the Fox Sports Radio and iHeart Radio family, brought to you by our friends at Cheerleaders Gentlemen's Club. Once again, broadcasting live from Pacific Fins Resort in Guatemala. Man, if you like to fish, once again, Ozzy at Pacific, thank you.
Yep.
Ozzy at PacificFinsResort.com or call him 305-484-4623. Remember that point in your life when you said, oh my God, I wish I had a fucking pen hanging around? You got 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ozzy at PacificFinsResort.com or call him at 305-484-4623. Unhappy Gilmore, love you.
Be good, brother. Enjoy the time down there. Get back safe.
Yep,
Get your ass
leave
in that
it tomorrow.
pool and cool off, Holmes.
All right, brother.
Talk soon.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you guys.